Metra has more track than any commuter rail system in America, 1,200 miles. Metra provided over 83 million rides to passengers last year. The number's growing. It serves 150,000 passengers every day. Positive train control is critical to the safety of these passengers. But Metra, like many other commuter rails across America, is behind in installing this technology. Positive train control is a technology that kicks in when there's human error. It'll reduce the number of incidents due to excessive speed and the failure of engineers to obey signals. Experts say PTC would have prevented 2 derailments that occurred in 2003 and 2005 on Metra's Rock Island tracks. And as you all know from earlier this year, the National Transportation Safety Board said that PTC would have intervened and prevented the tragic Amtrak crash in Philadelphia. Amtrak is committed to installing this technology by the end of the year in the Northeast Corridor that runs from Washington, D.C. to Boston. We need that same sense of urgency here in Chicago. This is an investment that will save lives. Last year, there were 3 safety incidents within just a few weeks involving speed and signal violations. At my request, the Federal Railroad Administration took a special action, did a 45-day deep dive to investigate safety practices on Metra. The FRA made recommendations to strengthen safety on Metra, and then it recommended prioritizing the installation of positive train control. But Metra and many other rail lines are going to need a helping hand, and that's where the responsibility is shared by Congress. It is one thing for us to identify the technology to keep trains safe. It's another thing to set a deadline, but then we have to face the reality that many of these commuter railroads, like Metra, are struggling to come up with the money to meet the deadline. The 3 members of Congress who are here today are committed to dramatically increasing the investment of the federal government in these railroads so they can upgrade their safety equipment and the technology they need to run safely. So we're committed to this, but we need bipartisan help. July 30th is just a few weeks away. It's a critical day. It is the end of the 33rd short-term extension of the Federal Highway Trust Fund. 33 times now, we have extended the Federal Highway Trust Fund for a matter of weeks and months, instead of 5 or 6 years, so we can make an investment in our highways and bridges and in our rail services. It is time for the Republican leadership in Congress to truly lead, to come up with a Federal Highway Trust Fund that helps to fund commuter rail like Metra and helps to fund the building priorities across America. We'll be working toward that goal, and it's a goal which I know we all share.